he often shines his light on many people to help them gather themselves together and be straight with life. And he often needs people to shine their light back on him. So I'm going to get my camera out and I'm going to shine some light on it. But in the meantime, welcome to the stage, Noel Figueroa.
Everybody, good evening. Glad to be here this afternoon, early evening. Thank you all so much for your time and attention, and thanks to Amira. She's been a good friend in the poetry community, always an encouragement, always a supporter, and I appreciate, her extending this invitation to me. What I'm going to share a couple of poems from my book, One Man's Journey. I have some copies available at the table in the back for $15 each. And then I'm going to read 2 additional poems that are more recent works that will be featured in future projects. In light of the theme of this event, my poems will indirectly touch on the theme in the sense that you'll notice as I share them that touching on life and touching on love and touching on being a light. And with that being said, I'm going to start with the first poem, which is called What Will Be Your Legacy? Because when we aim to be a light in this world, it's also important that we strive to leave a legacy, not just for ourselves, but for the people that will come up after us. So this is What Will Be Your Legacy? When your book is opened, what will be read in the story of your life? What will be your story that is on display for all to see? Will it speak of your courage to persevere? Will it speak of your determination and faith? Will it speak of your kindness and compassion to others? Will it speak of your empathy and diligence? Will it speak your reflection of your love and hope in God? Will it speak of your love you have for yourself, your community, your people? What will be your legacy? What will be your legacy? What will be your legacy? Your legacy. What will be your legacy? Will it speak your ancestors' names and the roads they paved for you? Will it speak of their sacrifices and their successes? Will it speak of the lessons learned from their failures? Will it put your achievements on display? Will your own failures be lessons learned and used as stepping stones? Will it speak of a life well lived to its full capacity and purpose? What will be your legacy? 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 When the children gather around and ask you to tell the stories from your time, what will you share that will enlighten their minds? What will be the level of your impartation? Will you let them? Will you tell them? Will you tell them that as you receive help to be the vessel of blessing to others? Will you tell them that respect, empathy, and compassion are non-negotiable? Will you tell them to stand for something even if it means standing alone? Will you tell them that one of the greatest weapons that you can have is love and respect for yourself? Will you tell them that it's because if those that came before us, that we have the ability to go further and to do greater works? Will you tell them that when their purpose is clear, their passion is defined, and their vision is focused, that their dreams and goals are possible? What will be your legacy? 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 Thank you. So now I'm going to go into a couple of selections from my book, One Man's Journey. This poem is what I consider to be one of my signature poems from this book. It's called Color Me Creative. I am more than a mahogany king engaged in a graceful dance. I am more than a caramel king with a voice not given by chance. I am every brown, every dark or light, every shade of black. I am the musician playing like blues to Bach, soul to rock, the painter painting like Monet or Renoir, or as the ancestors from Africa. I am the writer with pen in hand, painting visions with words that help understand, inspire, change, and release life. I am the actor in detailed plays that tell a story, my story, breathing life into today. I can be everything and anything. I can be all that God wants me to be. My name can be in lights on a marquee. My face can be on a magazine, newspaper, or book cover, promoting my worth, my value, my substance. Color me creative. Let my abilities educate your soul and open your eyes to the truth of me being more than a sum of my parts, more than my skin color, hair color, eye color, more than who my mother is or who my father is or who my relative is. Greater than the stereotypes, typecasts, rumors, and ignorance. Greater than my trials and my pains. Color me with the colors of my talents, the shades of my intellect, the hues of my spirit. Color me creative. Thank you. This next piece out of the book is called What Dreams Are Made Of. Emotions that give birth to ideas that stand the test of time. When effort is placed on achievement of goals rather than the deceiving of souls. When love can exist without sacrificing truth. When there's a true meaning to colorblind. When all brothers are taking 2 steps forward instead of taking 2 steps behind, or instead of being 2 steps behind. These are what dreams are made of. When a brother is no longer stopped for no reason. When enlightenment and thought can conquer treason. When more brothers become leaders instead of followers. When jealousy and ridicule turns into encouragement and compliments. When we come together as one instead of dividing into many. These are what dreams are made of. When we all reach for the light instead of dropping into the darkness that exists in a cruel world. When we make our communities more of a place to live rather than battlefields that compare to hell. When children can accentuate the positive aspects of life rather than be drenched in the negative that's constantly in sight. When we take responsibility for our actions. When we demand real change until we gain satisfaction. These are what dreams are made of. Thank you. Thank you so much. This last piece I want to share is called Love Is. Love is the open door that you can run through your way of escape from oppression and disarray. Love is your therapy as you walk to your destiny, medication for the scars of life and calamities. Love is your sails being pushed by the breath of God, propelling your vessel of purpose through the valleys of hurt and despair, never letting you stay there, surrounding you with endless care and songs of victory, reminding you of who you really are. Love is his hands extended, reaching you when no one else can't. Love is his word, unchanging and unbreakable. Love is his presence, unforgettable, incredible, almost beyond description, the greatest prescription ever known. Love is undying compassion, generosity, stretching beyond mere textbook philosophy, far beyond what we can see. Love is far-reaching hope, stretching beyond man-made boundaries. Love is, love is, love is. Love is everlasting to everlasting, the first and the last, the beginning and the end, but providing new beginnings. How ironic is that fact? Or is it more like history, that before the world was, he was. Before there were words, he was the word. Before there was love, he was the manifested definition of love. Love is the true insurance policy that never expires, the main ingredient that fulfills your desires, and not only your needs. Love is living and breathing and planting seeds from generation to generation. It always succeeds. Love is the open door that you can run through, your way of escape from oppression and disarray. Love is your therapy as you walk to your destiny, medication for the scars of life and calamities. Love is your therapy as you walk to your destiny, medication for the scars of life and calamities. Love is the reason why I still stand. Love is the reason why I still stand. Love is the reason. Love is the reason. Thank you. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Clubhouse. I host a poetry workshop called Poets with Purpose, and I also host a podcast called the PWP Sessions. So you can, when you look me up on social media, you can stay informed of all the events that I have. And if you're a poet or a rapper that's interested in being interviewed on my podcast, you can just reach out to me and we could arrange an interview. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was powerful. Yeah. So the one thing about Noel is that he's not only a poet, he's a published author. So there are copies of his book in the back. So if you're interested in reading more of his work, you can just check it out, and just browse it if you're not prepared today, and check them out a little bit later. So I'd like to introduce the next artist to the stage, and I'm